you know, last time we had some spicy sessions with Mail. You know, after Dexter went to sleep. The days passed by like this, and before we knew it, it was already Golden Week. For us in the restaurant business, however, it was the most hectic it was the most hectic time of year. Thank you for waiting. 2 cheese hamburger sets. As I dashed busily around the dining floor, however. Phew. At times, I would suddenly feel myself getting distracted. As for why that was, it's because Ale doesn't have a shift today. He's too busy thinking about her. No matter where I looked around the restaurant, that adorable waitress was nowhere to be found. Honestly, it made me feel incredibly lonely. Before I got a girlfriend, I never would have imagined I was this clingy of a person. Though, to be fair, that was partly because of how happy it made Ale when I acted like that. I'd always thought I was more of the aloof type. Nah, that's not how it goes. So in a certain sense, being in a relationship with Ale has changed me quite a lot. Oops, sorry. Kina-san's angry voice echoed from the kitchen. That's right, I need to focus on work right now. This wasn't the time to be feeling lonely. Ale would be waiting for me at home once I finished my shift, so I just had to hang in there. Yeah, the wait makes it better. Or so I tried to tell myself, however. What is this video? Hang on. Why did I see Santa? Huh? Oh, it's by the onion. Alright, hang on.
Season's greetings.
What is this? It isn't even Christmas.
Christmas Eve.
It's not even Halloween yet.
And we can hardly contain ourselves here at the North Pole. But from the looks of it, we aren't the only ones about to burst. Mrs. Claus and I and all of our helper elves have been working hard to get all the good little boys and girls out there all the gifts they want this year. And you've been working hard too, haven't you? Oh, yeah.
What?
You've been a naughty one this year. Santa knows because I've been watching you. And
Why?
Little one, I saw you.
Why do you keep? Why are you watching
Don't
me?
be shy, little one. You know what Santa's talking about. Santa sees everything you do on your extended trips to the computer room.
Hang on, I forgot to I mean, like it's not much, but the image helps, I guess.
I know what you've been up to during your long showers.
What?
And
I don't do it standing up though.
Pretending to be asleep under your late night blanket tent, looking
Okay,
at the Victoria's
hang on.
Secret
Like
app on that iPhone I brought you last year.
Wait,
Just
what?
Pounding away in your poor Yule log.
I don't use my phone for that though.
Everybody knows at this time of year that Santa Claus is coming to town, but only Santa.
Yeah,
knows
but
that
I'm coming my pet.
You have been going to town on yourself multiple times a day, all year long. Also, Mrs.
Okay,
Claus,
not multiple
she
times
knows too.
every day.
And all my reindeer and the elves, yes, just about everyone here in the North Pole knows what you and your hairy palms have been up to. Where
Hang on,
we
actually no, that's TMI.
of gumdrops and candy canes.
No, I didn't say anything.
We see you once so dear to us all. kneeling against a plastic chair, spitting on 2 fingers,
Hang,
and
hang
putting
on.
them Lordy knows where.
No,
And we
no,
think you're
I don't do that.
disgusting, you wee pervert.
I don't even kneel.
Now, Santa
Only
isn't
at church.
religious or anything, but you should try to tone it down just a bit because I'm keeping a list, just like the one you keep in your head of all your favorite classmates. The
What?
one you
Hang on.
check
No, I don't.
so much
I've
more than
graduated.
twice. But when Santa thinks about his list, he doesn't rub his crotch feverishly against the contours of his writing desk like you.
What? Hang on. No.
What a prolific rascal you've been. Now, not to worry. Your insistence on being a filthy little deviant doesn't mean Santa won't be visiting you.
Huh?
Oh, no. It just means that
What are you gonna
instead
do?
of the video games or Lego set you asked for, you'll be getting boxes of tissues and tea towels and laundry detergent this year. And while
Okay,
it
the
might not
tissues
be
are
the
fine.
plum, it
I'll be fine with the
certainly will
tissues. I
be
don't
what
need
you
the others.
You sick little fuck. Do your laundry.
I do. I literally have it hanging
well,
up,
my, look at
man.
you. Even after my warnings, you're at it again.
This is
Oh,
why you
you
want
are
real
an
Santa.
insatiable one. Well, I don't want to interrupt. Santa's got to get back to his workshop anyhow. It sure is busy in there, but not as busy as your shower drain.
I don't do it in the shower. I already said. Oh my
your
god.
sister's hairs and your mother's bath bomb residue and your dad's cum. But before I leave you, remember, good little children who leave out milk and cookies for Santa and his reindeer get better presents. Just please remember to wash your filthy little hands first. And have a Merry Christmas.
Ah, he'll never know.
Ho, 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 ho.
He'll never know I came in the cookies. What?
Hallooly, I am Tallulah. Welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out our slash.
I saw that split second image. This is 34 minutes. I'm not gonna watch a 24-minute video. Hang on. There it is. Yeah, but like, I just wanted you to see the thumbnail. Yeah, bald chicks though. You gotta, you can't pull their hair back when you're doing it from behind. So like, you do the next best thing, right? Why do you think I still have sexual themes in my content disclaimer? You got to use the plunger, you know, and like because they don't have any hair, it's a lot easier. There's a lot more surface area to stick to. What does he say about this though?
Milk me! I can't imagine why. Why would they be mad at that? When she likes to get her hair pulled, but also has cancer. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. What the? Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. That's okay. Wow. Wow. That is okay. Alrighty then. Okay.
He just doesn't get it, you know. Hang on, there's another TikTok that's the same premise. There's a lot of the same joke. Hang on, I need to look for the specific one. I think it's this one. not that one. It's a... Alright. Anyway, he doesn't get it. And don't worry about why I have that video saved. Why I still have that tab still open of the video that has the 6 digits in the description. It has nothing to do with anything. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Yes?
お客の前ではきちんとするようになったのはまあ褒めてやる。だが厨房に入ると途端に気が抜けて放心するのは周りに悪影響だからやめろ。
I'm sorry. It seems I wasn't able to clear my head completely yet, after all. But I just can't help it.
事情はなんとなくわからんでもないが、とにかく今日は。
No, that's nothing on my mind. Kida-san, why didn't you give Elle a shift today?
シフトはバイト同士で決めたんだろうが。
Yeah, but like, the shift needs to change, you know?
連休中、代わり番号で休みを入れないと持たないと言い出したのはお前たちだぞ。
That's true, but Ale. I don't know if Tsumugu was like this with Uta. You know, it's been a while since we did her out. But Dexter, can you confirm? What was Tsumugi like this in Uta's route? If you remember.
重症だな。とりあえず顔でも洗ってこい。
Yes, ma'am. I mean, in Ale's route, I mean Uta's route, there was a situation similar to this. He fucked her for an entire day. Yeah, but like, there was a situation similar to this, wasn't there? Where he went to work, and it was like after they basically did it. And then, I don't know, there should have been a similar situation in Uta's route. But, yeah, I don't know. Yes, ma'am. Naturally, however, washing my face ended up doing little to curb this intense loneliness I was feeling. Uh-oh. 3 strikes! Afterward, I spent the rest of the day continuing to get yelled at by Kunu-san. I want to hurry up and see Ale. Yet despite these inner thoughts, Kunu-san was right. I really was hopeless. Completely infatuated by my first love, my head was filled with thoughts of my girlfriend. I mean, like, I was the same. Especially in the honeymoon period. All day long, I wanted nothing more than to be together with her. And so... he actually ran too.
今日は恋天使の状態でお出迎えです。私は恋ミエールであり、ラブミエールでも。
Ale. The moment I entered my room, I pulled my girlfriend into a hug as she stood up to greet me.
つむぐさん？
No, perhaps Envelop would be a better word. Was a better word. Since she was shorter and smaller than me, it was almost as if I was hanging onto her. However, you gotta. Hang on. Let me just. Hang on. Let me. I regret doing that. My nose hurts. I see Klee. Send this to the last person you messaged. It's Akun. It's Akun again. Make sure the volume is on. I will.
If Klee is a pyro character, does that mean her coochie is on fire?
Okay, that... You could have... Come on. Let's do the joke again. If Klee is a pyro character, does that mean her pussy's on fire? Okay, there we go. Does that mean that Coochie's fire as well? Alright, anyway. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. Too bad. I've missed you all day, so I need to get my fill of you right now. Then, perhaps sensing something in my words, she stopped squirming and instead softly wrapped her arms around my back. Not only that, she also patted me gently as though to calm me down. That's not how it was in Uta's route. There's a reason I chose you after Uta, because of what happens at the end. Ale, no. Love me, Ale.
エイルでいいですよ。どっちも私で、どっちもあなたの恋人ですもん。その証拠に恥ずかしいですけど、私の匂い好きなだけ嗅いでくれていいんですからね。あなたなら。
Okay. She relaxed her body, leaning herself into me. Ale. I had no choice but to squeeze her even tighter. I held her close, savoring the warmth of her skin and filling my lungs with her scent. And naturally, of course.
そのつむぐさん。
Yeah?
大きくなってきちゃってますね。おちっちん。
Yeah, me too. What? You're the one who said ale and not love me ale. We're one and the same today. And this is my first time doing this sort of thing with Love Me Ale after all, so...
つまりこの状態の私のことも欲しいって思ってくださってるってことで。
That sounds hot. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. What? Yeah, can I?
今日のつむぐさんはなんだか甘えっ子さんですね。
Hey, you're into it too. She tenderly patted me on the head. The wings on her back flapped softly too, as though reflecting her emotions. The ends. One. Okay, hang on. Let's. I'm glad I'm not looking. I'm glad I'm not showing that on stream. Look at the images. Yeah. Hoken Shitsu no Sensei no Shabon Dama Chudoku no Joshu. It's a pretty normal image. Hoken Shitsu no Sensei to Goth Lolly no Koi. That one's explicit. And then Mina Daisuki Kozukuri Bancho. And I'm not sure why. No, never mind. I was gonna say I don't know why this one's censored, and then I looked in the top right. And I got it. And then all of them are 18 plus only. The wings on her back flapped softly, as though reflecting her emotions.
昼間、何があったんですか?
No, it's just I was really lonely without you at work. I leaned in close, burying my face into her chest.
もう、つむぐさん。
Oh. Then taking a line out of my book, she said,
だったら、今はもう私のことをこれでもかってほど味わって堪能してください。
Yeah, I'll make sure to fill you. I mean...
いえ、もうそんなこと言われちゃったら、私だって何かしてあげたくなっちゃいます。だから。
She looked up at me, peering into my eyes. Her eyes were moist with excitement and anticipation. Yeah, there was another place that was moist. What?
今日はそのしてもらうだけじゃなくて、私にも愛撫させてください。
Let me ale.
あなたも私にしたいなら、一緒に試合っこしませんか?
Make each other feel good, she says. In other words, 69! Yeah! Sure, that sounds good to me. I responded eagerly.
つむがさん、意気込んでかわいい。
Seeing how enthusiastic I was, Love Me Aile's smile grew even wider.
じゃあ、ベッドに横になってください。
Why do you keep posting visual novels? I definitely can't stream those ones. Tag crippled heroine. Huh? Hang on, there's a fourth one. Emoto ga Simon Appley or Tsukate Kita. Hypnosis. Otonari no Musume ni Itazura. That's the same series. One of the VNs had cripple heroine as a main tag. Yeah. Muma Shoujo Sylvie. Yep. Oni-chan mo Ichata no. Two of them have foot jobs in the cover. Alright, yeah. They're all in Japanese too. And this one. Okami-kun to Akazukin Chan. Oh. The wolf boy and the girl in the red hood. Oh. It's Red Riding Hood, but if Red Riding Hood was a lolly and the wolf was a Shota. A wolf boy. Right. You didn't explain why you keep posting visual novels though. And they're not even ones that I can play on stream. Have you played them? Futaba channel. Okay. If I click on show me anyway and I see something that hang on. Okay, yeah. Machine translated. Yeah, that's what I expected. And then this is the Futaba channel 2. Wow. She instructed me whispering sweetly. Thank God they didn't show anything. Afterward as well. Especially after we spent all night fucking, you know? Like, bareback. All night long, no breaks. What? Stop. Futaba channel 3.5. 4.5. All the ones I sent to Futaba. Yeah. And then Futaba channel 3 as well. And 2.5, yep. Whenever we had free time, we'd spend it going on date after date. And of course, we were having sex every chance we got to. Infatuated with our newfound love, we couldn't keep our hands off each other. Well, yeah, it's Sunday, so the food stalls are open. Plus, you know, I want to try doing something a boyfriend would do. I'm a man too, so I want to show off a little in front of my girlfriend. Yeah, but like outside of the bed, you know? What are these? 3 more VNs. Yeah, 3 more. Actually, maybe this one. Sus. Boku to koi suru ponkotsu akuma. Sus. There's a censored version of it, though. Oh, wait, yeah, it's Sekai Project. And then Boku to koi suru ponkotsu akuma sugoi ecchi. Yep. Also has a censored fan disc. And then Ultimate Domain, which is also censored.
言わされまくりでしたし。
What did I say? No breaks. 12 hours. Raw sex. Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about.
はい、すみません。
Anyway, I'd just be happy to buy you a crepe.
ありがとうございます。私もすでに嬉しいです。
Alright, which one do you want then?
悩みますけど。ちなみにつむぐさんのおすすめは？
If I remember right, the last time we came here, we'd gotten a strawberry fuck. Crepe. We got a strawberry crepe. And chocolate banana crepe with extra toppings. Hang on, how do you pronounce it? Mille. Millefeuille. Yeah, it still sounds like shit. Millefeuille. Yan cafe macchiato. Neko ga iru cafe no echichijo. There is no censored version. Alright. Dexter, why do you keep posting VNs? Immortal little DS. Melee. Whatever. Choco Senin Haruka. Yep. Alright, I'm not gonna click on any more of the links. Let's see. Oh, it looks like they've actually got a new special. What about this assorted strawberry crepe? Okay, I'm done. Donna. Alright, yeah, I know that one. Well, not just for you, but I mean, it's a coincidence. This must be some kind of fate as well. Is that what you want then? Wait, I think I said it wrong. Ow. Yeah, okay, is that what you want? Alright, sure. Excuse me, I'd like 2 assorted strawberry crepes, please. Thank you for the hydrate. And the stretch. Jesus Christ. That was a stretch, all right. Yeah, you can't spam feed. It kind of has a cooldown. After buying our crepes, we continued our walk around town while eating them. Totally. The sourness of the strawberries and the sweetness of the cream match each other really well.
バランスが絶妙ですよね。いちごが多い分クリームも多くて。ああ、おいしい、おいしいですよ。
The crepes are definitely good, but personally, seeing you eat it with such a big smile on your face is even more of a treat for me.
私食べられちゃうんですか？
Maybe.
いえ、もう食べられてました。
I
ま
mean-
したね。
Again, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying it makes me happy seeing my girlfriend so happy, that's all. What are you smoking about?
つむぐさん、いちごに負けないくらい真っ赤です。かわいい。
You're the one who's adorable.
殺し文句で逆ギレ。その、ありがとうございます。いろいろ、私をこんな幸せにしてくださって。
I feel the same way about you.
つむぐさん。
But that's what it means to love someone, right? What? Is my face turning red again?
あ、いえ、そうじゃなくて。
Good night,
Ah,
Amber.
ah.
May you have anime recall dreams less than 3.
I thought that was part of the game! Oh. Thank you, Dexter, for the 20th time again. Two days in a row. Have a good night, Dexter. What did you think it was? I clicked the text box as soon as you did, so of course I thought it was the game. I thought it was a sound effect for the game. I do have sound alerts on, right? You should have been able to hear it. Oh no, St. Quartz is here as well.
私、本当に幸せ者だなって。
Like I said, I feel the same way. Stop spamming onion. It's like when you spam lol. Careful, your cream's spilling out.
おっと、
Now you've got it all over your mouth.
拭いてください、つむぐさん。私今食べるのに忙しいので。
Oh. Yeah, it doesn't work like that, Dexter. You Jeez, alright, here, use your tongue. Oh god, he's found the optimal amount of onion. The wall of onion was just a test. Oh god. Ah! If you weren't mod, you'd probably get banned for spamming. Actually, no, you wouldn't. I'm getting so You better lick off the cream off her face.
本当に
He did not. And so we continued messing around as we ate our crepes. But despite all the banter, I could feel my heart pounding the entire time. Sometime later. Feels like the day went by in a flash, huh? I murmured as I looked up at the darkening sky.
そうですね。楽しくて嬉しくて、気がついたら夕方です。
I felt her gaze at me from the corner of my eye. Ah! They all came at once. I saw you spamming Diano, and then I didn't see any of them, and then I felt her gaze on me from the corner of my eye. This felt like the right moment. Feeling my pulse rising, I made up my mind and turned to face her. Since this was a date after all, there was one final thing we had yet to do. So listen, Ale.
はい、何ですか?
Our date for today isn't over just yet, you know. So before we go home, what? Why don't we pay another visit to that castle we went to last time? I pushed myself to say these words out loud. Ah! Where's the Paimon Wake? I only limited it to I forgot how many emotes I limited it to. I wanted to finish our date by making love to her. I was sure that she'd be expecting this too. After all, we'd done it countless times already. Since this was a date, it was only natural. She was not expecting it. However, her reaction wasn't what I'd been expecting. Her eyes opened wide for a moment, but she suddenly lowered her head deeply in apology. Huh? Utterly confused, I only let out a grunt of surprise. What's wrong? What? We're on a date today, aren't we? It's only natural that we'd.
はい、いえ、それはわかるんですけど。
Then
だからこそ、ごめんなさい、なんです。
what are you talking about? Finally processing her words, I managed to croak out this question. I thought she'd been having just as much fun as I was today. She must have been expecting us to have sex at the end of the day too. But for her to be apologizing for turning me down, there had to be some sort of reason.
その、今日はですね。
You were having a blast, weren't you?
はい、すっごく楽しかったです。本当にありがとうございました。
Then why?
今日は本当に楽しくて、嬉しくて、幸せでした。だから。
Her expression turning serious, she straightened up, looking me in the face, and said,
諦められます。私たち、別れましょう。
What? What are you saying? The next day. Mm.
つぶぐし私、身支度してきます。
I suppose my reaction had been worse than she had expected. After dropping that bombshell yesterday, Al had been acting noticeably panicked the whole time. So much so that she would run away every time I so much as glanced in her direction, like she had done just now. This didn't change while we were at school either.
私お花摘んできます。え？なんかあったの？早速地上のもつれ的なやつ？大丈夫？
No, it's just... Don't worry about it, we'll manage. That's right. I had no other choice but to corner Ale and resolve this once and for all. And so during class I sent her a message on Rhyme. I just want to be clear, I'm not mad at you. I needed to make that clear to her first. That misunderstanding was probably why she was running away every time she saw me.
本当ですか？
Yeah, I just wanted to talk. I just want to talk. So let's talk on the roof after school. Until then, I hope you can try to calm down a bit. After I sent that, Ale didn't respond for some time. Looking over at her, I could see her peering down at her god phone, deep in thought.
わかりました。すみません。
But eventually her reply came. For now, I breathed a sigh of relief. If she was willing to have a proper discussion about this, then I'm sure we'd be able to work things out. After all we'd been through, that had to be the case. Or at least, that's what I wanted to believe. And so after school. Have you calmed down by now?
はい。ご迷惑はおかけしました。
Once our final homeroom period was over, we met up on the rooftop as promised.
自分でも混乱と言いますか、ぐるぐるしてしまってて、とんでもないことを唐突に言い出してしまって。
Yeah, you really surprised me, you know that?
ですよね。重ね重ね失礼しました。
Then, can you take back what you said? I've had enough. Let's break up?
それは。
For a moment, Ale hesitated. But in the end, she forced these words out as though making up her mind.
できません。
I felt the blood instantly rushing to my head. But there was no point in getting upset. I needed to know the reason she wanted to break up. Then, can you explain to me why? Ale seemed to be able to tell that I was doing my best to keep my emotions in check as well. Nodding gravely, she paused as though carefully choosing her next words.
つむぐさんに愛を注いでもらうことが。
Finally, she quietly began to speak. I nodded, listening with my entire being.
つむぐさんに恋人にしていただいたのがあまりに幸せで、頭から飛んでしまっていたことがあるんです。
What do you mean?
私、恋電子はいずれ消える運命にあるっていうことです。
Huh? I nearly leapt to my feet involuntarily. But quickly realizing something, I lowered myself back down. Wait a minute, are you talking about...
はい。最初の頃に軽く説明しましたよね。私の目標はラブチャームのメーターを100にすることだって。
Would you mind explaining it to me again? What happens when it reaches 100?
私は恋天使ではなくなります。
You mean like you'll have fulfilled your duty?
はい。なので、あなたとの記憶も、そしてあなたの中の私の記憶もなくなってしまいます。
What?
つまり必然的にあなたとの恋も終わってしまう。
Is there nothing we can do?
ありません。恋電子はそういうものなので。
Her tone was decidedly matter of fact. However,
こんな女にいつまでも付き合わせていては、つむぐさんもどうなってしまうか。だから早く、まだ取り返しがつくうちに他の女性と結ばれた方がいいって。
that's ridiculous. This time I was the one who cut her off flatly. I'd never accept that.
でもどうしようもないんです。だから私もつむぐさんの幸せのために。
I don't want to hear you saying that while crying. I formatted it wrong. Then for the first time, Ale sucked in her breath as if only just now realizing the tears streaming down her face. But once she was aware of it, it was impossible to hold back her emotions anymore.
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。私、ダメだって、無理だって分かってるのに、まだつむぐさんのそばにいたいんです。
Ale. At last, her true feelings came spilling out. The pain in her voice pierced my chest, making my entire body grow hot.
もう私、あなたのことが好きすぎて。だから私、どうしたらいいんでしょう。つむぐさん、どうしたらいいんでしょう。
Unable to bear her crisis of sorrow any longer, I pulled her into a fierce hug. Tightening my arms around her, I whispered, "There has to be a way. I know we can find a way."
つむぐさん、でも。
No, I will find a way. I'm not giving up my feelings for you, Ale.
つむぐさん。
She trembled in my arms, rubbing her tear-stained cheeks up into my chest. She desperately called my name over and over.
つむぐさん、つむぐさん、つむぐさん。嬉しい。私も貫きたいです。大好きです。離れたくない。忘れたくない。このままあなたとずっと一緒にいたいです。
My heart ached seeing her cry and cling to me like this. I had absolutely no idea if I could even do anything about this, but I'm not gonna let her go. I vowed firmly to myself. Then,
つむぐさん。
lifting up her chin, Ale looked at me with tearful eyes. Yeah?
私、今、ものすごくあなたのキスが欲しいです。
Ale,
いえ、ごめんなさい。キスだけじゃ足りない。
hey, not on the roof. There are other people who come up here.
あなたが欲しいです。
I want you to. I want to change the properties of the game so that it doesn't turn to static. I smiled at the unambiguity of her words. I want you to feel my emotions, my determination, with your whole body. The harder I kissed her and wrapped my arms around her, the tighter she squeezed me back as well. At this point, neither of us cared that we were on the school roof right now. Oh no! Alright. Yeah. Hang on. How am I gonna do this? Ale. Ale. Alright, anyway.
つむがさんどんなおちち大きく
Of course I am. Smooch. Being wanted by the girl I love.
私明日なく求めてしまいましただから最初は私にさせてください最初はお口にあなたをください
You're about to have a stroke or something? No, I was just making kissing sounds. Ah! Thanks for the hydrate. And the stretch. Panting this in between kisses, Ale quietly lowered her face in between my legs. Oh. And then, just before she pulled my pants down. While we'd been making love, the sun had begun to set and evening was soon upon us.
じゃあ帰りましょう
Yeah, we kind of like skipped like half of the school day. It is midnight. Yeah. As always, I felt my skin tingle with heat after we had sex. Hot, steamy sex on the roof of the school and no one knows that we did. No one's the wiser. Except the person who was on the roof the whole time. Cameras. Why would there be cameras on the roof? There are no cameras on the roof. There's nowhere to put them. But just as the way she looked at me, all of it drove home the fact that everything about her belonged to me. That sounded a bit weird the way I said it above the door. I mean, yeah. But like, there's obvious blind spots if you put it above the door. I mean, I guess you can put them in the corners of the building behind them, but I didn't see any. Smooch. Swelling with affection again, I gave her a peck on the cheek.
まあつむぐさんたら急にほっぺにチューなんてずるいですよ
Is it not?
だってドキッとしてなのにふわっとして私もしたいってなりますもんほらこうやって
You should probably go to bed, Dexter. There's a reason I switched to my Klutzy Cupid. But have a good night, Dexter. Stretching up to her toes, Ale planted a soft kiss on my cheek as well. That was exactly what made her so irresistible. She was just so adorable it nearly hurt. Actually, I'm going to call off. What? You're just... It's just that late. Ha ha ha. Let's go, Ale.
はいつむぐさん
Hang on. Yeah. And then, as soon as we opened the door, we saw Kosaki-san leaning against the door with her, God damn it, with her, we saw, God damn it, fail RP. And then, as soon as we opened the door, we saw Komachi-san leaning her ear against the door. After we cuddled together and headed down the stairs, however.
やあ、つむぐくん、エイドくん。
I was gonna bring up Ushido. Are you streaming as Magna tomorrow? Please say yes. No, I'm not going to. Do you know why? The same reason I changed the schedule. Because I'm going to my parents' shop tomorrow. So I'm gonna be playing I'm playing Genshin. And then Honkai Star Rail. I memorized your old schedule. I didn't have a I don't have a game. I don't have like a specific schedule for what game I play. I only have a schedule for when I play. You railed her. I did indeed. Like I'm gonna rail Jingliu after the maintenance, you know. And if I don't get her in the amount of pulls that I have for right now, I mean, you know what I'm gonna do. Ushino Senpai. It almost seemed as though Ushino Senpai had been waiting for us. I didn't help but jump a little at his sudden appearance. I knew he was gonna be here.
何かご用ですか言っておきますが私たちやましいところはありませんよ
Yeah, that wasn't it. We didn't do anything suspicious for 3 hours. Ale sputtered nervously, clamping her thighs together a little. She couldn't have acted more suspicious if she tried, but Ushino Senpai didn't point this out. Have a good night, Dexter. He simply looked her wordlessly up and down.
何ですか
いや。君は本当にそれでいいのかい
It sounded as though he had seen right through her. Ale's brow instantly furrowed, and I could tell she was gritting her teeth.
いいに決まっていますそんなこと後ろさんに言われたくありません行きましょうつむぐさん
Hey, Ale, wait, Ale. Grabbing my arm and setting off to at a run. Ale only came to a stop after we'd traveled a fair distance away from the school. What's gotten into you, Ale? True, Shido Senpai's remark had been rather nosy, but I hadn't expected Ale to get so angry that she would instantly snub him and run off. But now that I think about it, just what kind of relationship do you have with that guy, Ale? It feels like you two are weirdly familiar with each other. Almost as though they've been acquaintances for a long time. perhaps something had once happened between them. That I didn't know about. To be honest, the thought made me a little jealous as her boyfriend. Come on, Sumugu, put two and two together. She's an angel. What kind of person would she have interacted with for this long to be like this around them, other than you? F in the chat. But before I could continue, she cut me off. Yeah? Oh. Suddenly, Ale kissed me. And that wasn't all. She pressed not only her lips, but her entire body against mine, as she feverishly made out with me. How horny is this girl? Unable to process what was happening, I blinked in confusion. Pulling back at last, she looked desperately into my eyes and opened her mouth. Huh? You mean... She replied, kissing me ardently once more. It was obvious what she meant. She wanted me to ingrain my love into her, so deeply that she wouldn't be able to forget me, even if she wanted. Alright, Ale. Though we'd done it only a short while ago, I pulled her into my arms again and hugged her with all my strength. Let's go home. When we get back, we can continue this in my room. As long as Uta doesn't see. Quickening our pace, we hurried home. Neither of us could think of another way right now. There was only one urgency. There was only a quiet urgency. A desperate desire to pour our feelings into one another, if it was the last thing we ever did. We couldn't think of another way. Here, come closer. That's right, but before that... Smooch. Where was Uta? I don't know. Why are you still here? Go to bed! More than I can count, that's for sure. At least 3. But even if my lips start getting swollen, I'll do it as many times as you want today. Smooch. You got it. Hang on. And so I continued offering myself to my girlfriend, body and heart, as we had been doing since morning, in the hopes that her memories wouldn't disappear. ingraining ourselves into each other, loving each other, and conveying our feelings to each other.
つむがさん
As we joined our bodies together, Ale cried out my name again and again. I'm here, Ale.
忘れたくない忘れたくないです。あなたのこの重みも体温も感触も全部だからもっとしてください。それこそおまっこが擦り切れちゃうくらいに。
Alright, then I'm not holding back, Ale.
つむがさん
I mean, I want to see the actual hate scenes. But also, Dexter, why are you still here? Clinging desperately to me, Ale accepted everything I gave her, savoring every touch. And I did the same, letting her permeate my body as though she were as though she were a very part of my very being. Okay, immersion ruined. How is he still hard? I mean, like, how many times did they do it in Uta's route? How long did he do it for? I simply continued making love to her with all my might. And then we forgot that we had to go to school. This is even more. And so we spent the rest of the day. We kept doing it until she passed out. By the time night had fallen, Ale was drifted off to sleep, having exhausted herself both physically and emotionally. Not surprising though, after how long we went at it. Lying cuddled up next to her, my entire body felt utterly drained as well. How is she still awake? More like, how is she still alive? But I couldn't fall asleep alongside her just yet. I still had something to do before the day was over. Mustering my strength, I got up to retrieve the love note from my desk. Flipping it open, I quickly scribbled down Ao's name moments later.
恋にエイル運命度90
90! That only means there's only one thing you can do to increase it any more this time. Marriage. 90, huh? It had gone up even more since last time, although it still wasn't at 100. Shortly after, the love note's advice began appearing across the
関
page.
係者に話を聞いてみよ
Oh, I thought the advice would be marriage, but no, the love note wants me to talk to Ushido. Those who know more. Reflexively, I looked toward Ale. It was talking about those who knew about her, I assumed. But who could it be? Who could it mean specifically? The moment I thought of that, however, Ushido Senpai's face appeared in my mind. Suddenly appeared in my mind. Is it talking about him? I unconsciously asked aloud, but naturally Ale didn't answer. But that only made me more curious. I'd never gotten a clear answer, did I? Just what kind of relationship do these two really have? After their interaction earlier, it was clear that there was something going on between them. In which case, I'll just have to ask Ale when she wakes up tomorrow. If she can even stand. Making up my mind, I closed the love note, switched off the lights, and laid down next to Ale once more. A feeling of drowsiness immediately overtook me as soon as I soon found myself sinking into darkness. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me.
つむぐさん、ずっとそばにいてくださってありがとうございます。あ、私です。はい、はい、わかりました。すぐに向かいます。つむぐさん、ちょっと失礼しますね。よいしょ、よいしょ。よし、行ってきます、つむぐさん。
来たね。
はい、お待たせしました。
では改めて聞こう。君はそれでいいんだね。
Yes.
はい、昨日はごめんなさい。勘違いして怒ってしまって。私の覚悟はできています。
Yeah, you still smell like him.
ならばあとは彼次第だね。
大丈夫です。
迷いのない即答だね。
はい、だってあの人の愛情を信じていますから。つむぐさん、
My eyes opened at the soft, warm, and familiar sensation on my lips. Why are you still here? Something is wrong. What? No? With her? What do you mean? Immediately coming into view with my girlfriend's sweet smiling face looking down at me. Morning, Ale. Chuckling, I sat myself up. You know, I don't think there's anything that feels better than being woken up by a kiss from my girlfriend.
はい、私も嬉しくて幸せです。愛する人が私で目覚めてくれるなんて。だからこそ。
Alright. Suddenly, Ale straightened up and adjusted her expression. Ale?
つむぐさん、お願いがあります。
A favor?
もう別れましょうとかそういうことは言いません。この恋から決して逃げたりはしません。まずそれを理解してほしいんです。
That's good. I mean, it's not like I was still doubting you or anything. I replied, feeling a little, nonplussed. Hang on, Yes, nonplussed. What was Ale trying to
あ
say?
りがとうございます。それでですね、
Yeah?
私一旦あなたの前から姿を消します。
Huh? I could hardly believe my ears again. What are you talking about?
詳しくは言えません。だけど私たちの未来に必要なことなんです。
Ale stood up vigorously, clenching her fist with conviction.
私、つむぐさんを信じています。だからつむぐさんも私を信じてほしいんです。あなたの愛情、これでもかってほど刻みつけてもらいました。だからこれは逃亡でも失踪でもありません。 お願いします、つむぐさん。私、待ってますから。
I didn't really get it, but if you believed in me and said this was for the sake of our future, then alright. I had no other choice but to believe in her as well. I loved her from the bottom of my heart, and I wanted to see a future together with her. Wanted to have a future with her, together with her.
ありがとうございます、つむぐさん。では私、行きますね。つむぐさん、さっきのキスは決して最後のキスじゃないですから。
As though striding purposely toward our future, Aya left the room and I found myself alone. Trust, huh? I stood up too and clasped my hands to my cheeks. Aya had to have a reason for doing this, which meant I had to do my part as well, for us, for her. Alright. In that case, I had to trust her and move forward too. Even if I was still groping around in the dark right now, the good news was I didn't have to do it alone. I thought they were going to use the Archangel to be Ale. They're going to pull that card. That's right. There was another person who was concerned about me and Ale as well.
お疲れ様です。その後、進展いかがですか？
You don't need to worry about that. During break, I received a rhyme message from
も
Kosaki-san.
しよろしければお昼休み、お話お聞かせ願えませんか？
Why are you still here? Not having any reason to refuse, I headed toward the roof the moment the bell rang. And so that's what happened. We had sex on the roof. After meeting up with Kosaki-san, I told her everything that had happened up until now, including everything that happened this morning, including the 24 hours of sex we had. She was the one other person who I could talk to about my relationship with Ale. There was no reason to hide it from her. Once she'd finished listening to what I had to say, Kawasaki-san placed a finger on her chin and sank into thought.
なるほど。それで今日は小泉先輩がいらっしゃらないんですね。
Yeah, she's an angel. I mean... Yeah, I have no idea where she went.
しかしそれは逃亡でも失踪でもない。お二人の将来にとって意味のあること。と言われてもですよね。
You're telling me. She also said she'd been waiting for me. But I don't really know what that's supposed to mean.
他に何か心当たりはないんですか？
Yes. Well, I won't say there isn't. Try speaking to those who know more. The only clue I had to go on was the hint the love note had given me. I think there might be someone else beside us who knows more about Ale than we
関
do.
係者ですか？
Ever since she came to this town, she's been making friends in all sorts of places. So I was thinking, there has to be someone out there who knows something about her that we don't.
なるほど。第三者の存在。
Only, I don't know who exactly that person is. Although there was someone I was rather suspicious about. But when I'd gone to peek into the third year's classroom during break, I hadn't been able to see Ushiro Senpai anywhere. And so, there really is someone else who knows more about Ale than... Kosaki-san furrowed her brow, thinking.
なら峰越先生に話を聞いてみ
Haha, I
ません
knew
か
I knew she was gonna bring up Minakoshi-sensei. God, Kuru, you're so smart. I wasn't expecting that. Huh? Minakoshi-sensei?
小泉先輩の唐突な転入を斡旋してくれた担任の先生です。何かクルルたちの知らない事情を知っている可能性はありますし、それにクルル前々からあの人の小泉先輩に対する態度が少し気になっていたんです。
Yeah, like, why did she congratulate me when I said I was dating, I was dating Ale?
ほら覚えてらっしゃいますか？前にここでお二人がまで進んだという話をしていたとき。
Oh yeah, he did mention sex. He did mention that.
ごめんなさいね。通りがかったらなんとなく聞こえてきちゃって。
Oh yeah.
二人はもうそこまで行ってるなんて驚いちゃったけど。
This is why I want to do her route next, because like there's so much that I want to know about her that we won't get outside of her route, at least. Maybe we might get some in this route, because she definitely is she an angel too? Oh yeah, you weren't here when I said she was probably an angel. Oh my god. I mean, like, if Minakoshi Sensei was God, I'm Christian. Well, I go to church every week. Where a normal teacher would normally have reprimanded us, Minakoshi Sensei had seemed strangely happy about at the news.
じゃない。小泉さんのこと、これからもよろしくね。大事にしてあげてね。
In the end, it even sounded like she was giving us her blessing. Her mom. Imagine. But no, I feel like Minakoshi Sensei is not God, obviously. I feel like she's just she's higher up than Ushiro and Ale. So like Archangel? Maybe. I hadn't really given it too much thought at the time, but now that you mention it, that was pretty weird. Relative, maybe.
小泉先輩についてクルルたちの知らない何かをご存知だとしか考えられません。お話を伺ってみる価値はあると思います。
You might be right. I had no other leads at the moment, anyway, and while I wasn't grasping at straws just yet, if there was even the slightest chance that Minakoshi Sensei knew something, I had to find out what that was. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Minakoshi Sensei should be in the guidance counseling office at this time, right?
そのはずです。当然クルルもお供させてもらいますからね。
Although our visit was unannounced and had nothing to do with guidance counseling, Minakoshi Sensei happily invited us in any way. However,
ごめんなさい。心当たりは特に。
right, when we asked her if she might know where Ale had gone, she replied that she had no idea. Kosaki-san and I exchanged looks, wondering if this had been a waste of time after all. But while she might not know where Ale had gone, perhaps there was something else I could ask. While changing the topic,
はい。峰越先生は小見先輩について何か知っていることがあるはずですよね。
Kosaki-san suddenly changed her approach.
それは。
Mikoshi Sensei's eyes wandered for a moment, as though looking for the right words.
それも特にはないけれど。
But in the end, this was how she answered. Stop lying! We know you. We know you're
だったら
lying.
なぜ佐久間先輩と小見先輩の仲を応援するようなことをおっしゃったんですか？
That's right. I was curious about that too. Normally, I would have expected someone in your position to scold us or give us a warning, but
別に当校は校則で異性交友を禁じてはいませんし。急に丁寧語になりましたね。
Kosaki-san pointed out blatantly. Mikoshi Sensei's expression instantly became awkward as a shadow passed across her face. There's something going on, isn't there? I had no choice but to press her.
それは、なんと言いますか。
It doesn't matter how trivial it is. If something's going on, please tell me. I lowered my head earnestly.
佐久間くん？
My relationship with Ale, my future with her depends on it. So please, Sensei.
あなたが私に何を期待してるのか正直よくわからないけど、小見さんに関しては実のところ思い入れと言いますか、気になっていることがないではないです。
Oh, you too? I feel the same thing. She pouted her lips, flushing a little as she replied reluctantly. But in the end, Minakoshi Sensei finally gave us the answer we were looking
言い
for.
づらいことを聞いてしまってすみません。クルルはいつもこう夢中になると歯止めが効かなくなってしまって。あなたたちが切実に手がかりを探しているのは私にもわかるから、役に立てるかは自信ないけど、少し私の昔話に付き合ってくれる？
The past? What could that possibly have to do with Ale? But still, I was desperate for any information right now. Please do, Sensei.
じゃあ、そうね。どこから話そうかしら。私がまだあなたたちと同じ年の頃の話なんだけど。
Oh! That's what it is. So she knew the real Ale. You might. I mean, I just didn't expect that. I didn't realize Ale was that old. You know. Okay, this is a better thumbnail.
私には親友って言えるすごく仲のいい友達がいたの。名前は天木エリ。
Yeah, the real one.
元気で明るくて漫画好きで、一緒にいるだけで楽しい子だったわ。だったですか。
Yeah, she's in a coma right now.
そうだったなの。過去形なの。
It's almost 1 a.m. Go to bed, Dexter! Jesus Christ, you have work! Just because I sometimes go to sleep at 3 a.m.
それじゃあ今は 私は今でも親友だと思ってるわ。だけど今ではそういう親友がいたとしか言えないの。
Good luck shooting me.
だってあの子は10年前交通事故で脳に損傷を受けて今もなお病院で眠り続けてるから。
A cheerful and lively girl who loved manga, huh? Sensei, are you telling me that this airy person...
小泉さんにそっくりなの。性格も容姿も何もかも。
I wonder why.
だから最初驚いちゃった。エリが帰ってきてくれたのかと思った。もちろん小泉さんはエリじゃないわ。だけど彼女を見ているとどうしてもエリのことを思い出してしまうから。
Yeah, she looks exactly the same.
小泉さんにはエリができなくなってしまったこと、普通の青春を送ってほしいなってついつい気にかけてしまってた。佐久間くんと付き合い始めたって知って思わず応援してしまった。それだけの話よ。
なるほど。ありがとうございました。辛いことを思い出させてしまって改めてすみません。
大丈夫よ。気遣ってくれてありがとう、高崎さん。
ぶしつけだったのはこちらですから。しかし佐久間先輩、この様子ではこれ以上小泉先輩に関する情報は見込めなさそうですね。
Kokusaki-san whispered into
お
my ear.
話いただいたことも正直現状には役立ちそうになかったですし。
No. I couldn't say I agreed. In fact, Sensei's words had reminded me of something just now. A conversation I'd had with Ale, or rather, Love Me Ale, when we had first met. You mean you were specifically made to resemble a human? Or are you saying you used to be a human yourself?
そう、天使の成り立ちまでは知りません。でも仮に私が元人間だったとしても私には恋天使としての記憶しかありませんので確かめようがありません。
I also remembered her telling me she had a wish that she wanted to fulfill no matter what. Combining all these things, with the story that Sensei had told us just now. Could it be that Ale's real identity is actually this airy Amiki person? The thought came to me like an instinctive revelation. Despite losing her memories, perhaps her wish has always been to wake up once more as a human. It wasn't impossible. Still, this is all just conjecture on my part. But even so, there was definitely a possibility that this clue could lead us somewhere. Clearing my throat. Thank you, Minakoshi-sensei. I bowed my head in gratitude, but unexpectedly.
なんていうか頑張ってね、佐久間くん。
Minakoshi-sensei gave me firm words of encouragement in return. After returning home, once I'd finished my dinner and went back to my room, I immediately flipped open the love note. Right now, I needed any clue I could get. Though with Ale out of the picture at the moment, I had no idea what kind of advice the love note could give me. Still, it had to be better than doing nothing. With a practiced hand by now, I scribbled down the name Ale Koimi. Fortunately, moments later, I
恋にエイル運命度95
oh, 95 words quickly appeared across the page. What's more, the number was even higher than before. More words of advice soon
つな
followed.
がりを頼ること
Trust in my connections. What connections? I thought about it for a moment, but there was only one answer. The story Sensei had told me earlier today, and the dots I connected after hearing it. Guess there's only one choice. I'll just have to go see her myself. The person who might be Ao's true identity, Eri Amaki. And so the following Saturday, I went and took a trip to the largest hospital in our area. Well, I think that's about it for today. I think that's a good place to end it off.